Is it better to save money or pay off debt? This is Sally. That's one question I've heard many times over the years. I'm going to show you again because she's so cute. Hi. Okay, so one question that I've heard many times over the years is, should I save my money or should I pay off my debt? Which one is better? And if that's a question that you've ever been curious about, I invite you to watch this video because I'm going to talk exactly to that. I am Susanna from Her Money, Her Purpose, and I help women to rewrite their money story, to earn money doing things they love, and to use their money in a way that helps them create beautiful lives. So with the whole savings or paying off debt option, the first thing that I really want to get through to you is never use confusion around whether I should pay off debt or save as an excuse to do neither. I will encourage you strongly, whether it's saving or paying off debt, to start doing it now, and to, as soon as you get paid, allocate money to savings or debt repayment. As soon as you get that money, put it there, one or the other, or a bit of both, and do it a little bit more than you think you can. So if you think you can pay $100 a month to your debt, pay $200, or pay $120, I should say. Pay a little bit more than you think you can. Or if you think that you can save $100 per week, try to save a little bit more. Just see if it's possible. Particularly with savings, if you save a little bit more than you think is possible, you can always retract that if you actually desperately need that money. But the majority of the time, when people pay more or save more, they just figure out how to not need that money within that week or fortnight or month, whatever period of time, until they get another cash injection. Okay, so when it comes to saving, the things that we want to be thinking about are, how much money are we comfortable having in cash, just sitting around? And so you're looking at things like, what's the interest rate? At the moment, they're very low. They're pathetic. They don't keep your money up with inflation. So basically, any money that's sitting around in cash pretty much goes backwards. That is not okay. Whereas if the money was paying off the debt, you'd be saving interest. So cash is not really productive. So having a bunch of money sitting around is not very productive. But it's useful to have that liquidity, that cash that you can access whenever you need to for things like unexpected expenses or emergencies. But really use them for unexpected expenses and emergencies. So your cash, your savings are sacred. They're not to be touched. You know, I really recommend having a spreadsheet or some kind of list. You know, it could be a notepad if you're not a spreadsheet person, where you have an exact purpose for your savings. It could be financial buffer, and that's all you have, or you have financial buffer and then you have some for your holiday that's coming up, or some for, you know, that you're saving until you get a pool of money and then you're going to invest it. That kind of thing. Have a purpose for your savings. Because when our savings have a purpose, we are so much more likely to not just spend them willy-nilly and go, oh, I'll save that again later. No, that has a purpose. When it comes to debt repayment, the things that we want to be aware of are paying off the ones with the higher interest rate first. Some people say pay the smaller amount of the debt first because it creates a beautiful momentum to kind of be able to start clearing them. But really, paying the one with the highest interest rate first makes more sense to me, because immediately you're starting to see the benefit of paying less in interest. And another thing to be aware of is that some, like car loans or personal loans, may actually have early repayment penalties. So it's worth investigating. Don't use this as an excuse to not do either. If you only have one loan and you have to check if it has an early repayment penalty, start saving that money in the meantime. Like, don't use that as an excuse. But sometimes it's worth being aware of, if I pay this loan out early, I'm going to have some extra admin fee or something, and looking at that and deciding, is it going to be worth it? Should I still do that because the interest savings will be of a benefit even after I pay that extra fee or whatever it is? So those are the things to be aware of, the main things. If you have any questions, talk to your bank. talk to the person who is lending you money. It is their job to answer your questions. So make sure you are doing that. And yeah, just once again want to hammer home the point. Doing either is going to move you ahead. It's going to move you forward. And being in a place where you have no debt, or really just a home loan, or just debt that's related to investing, so productive debt, that's where you want to be moving towards. And you want to be moving towards a place where you can actually build your wealth and let it work for you, instead of you working to pay off debt. Okay, so that's all for now. Susanna at Her Money, Her Purpose. If you want more, subscribe to my YouTube channel or go check out my blog at SusannaHerMoneyHerPurpose.com. All the best. Mwah.